Democratic Congressman Clyburn, he's going to help Kevin McCarthy to get elected as Speaker
Oh my God.
of the House. But what if he does that? Then Kevin McCarthy will become Speaker of the House.
Nancy Pelosi, I think ultimately at the end of the day, if you really demanded that she actually do something on Medicare for all, it was a choice between letting Kevin McCarthy become Speaker of the House, which would be a very bad thing, or doing something real on Medicare for all. I don't have a confidence that she would care to do the right thing.
That the Sirota video where I couldn't believe how wormy he was trying to slide that past.
He was very wormy.
What an asshole, man.
You don't want Kevin McCarthy as Speaker of the House on January 6th. Just absolute disaster scenario.
Right.
Can we go to a friend of the show, David Sirota, and run this by him? It was like an asteroid about to hit the Earth. Kevin McCarthy being Speaker of the House.
I would ask you, do you think it would be a good thing for Kevin McCarthy to be Speaker of the House? Just forget about the negotiating part. Forget about the tactic. Just answer that question. Is it a good or bad thing for Kevin McCarthy to be Speaker of the House? Don't deflect. Just answer that goddamn question.
I think would it be better or worse? Who knows?
Question. Would it be a bad thing for Kevin McCarthy to be Speaker of the House?
You're fucking a Democrat.
Answer it.
If Nancy Pelosi is unwilling to put Medicare for all on the floor, what's the difference?
Answer the question.
What's the difference if Nancy Pelosi is?
I'm willing to answer the question and be honest. And
Oh, Kevin McCarthy. They were all screaming that. Every one of these. Kevin McCarthy.
I know.
I didn't even know who the fuck he was when they were saying that. You know that?
If the 10 Justice Democrats had voted president, right now, Kevin McCarthy would be Speaker of the House. That was indisputably the wrong strategy.
We couldn't force a vote on healthcare because they said Kevin McCarthy could become Speaker.
Right.
Well, now we still don't have a vote on Medicare for all. And the Democrats are going to help make Kevin McCarthy Speaker.
They're cutting out the middleman, Jimmy.
So how does the vote for the speakership work? Because there's a lot of confusion over it, and there's a lot of misinformation, and there's a lot of yelling. Okay. By the way, if we want to get into a yelling contest, I'll win that one too. But that's not how things should work. There's good reasons to yell.
Sorry, I'm not going to answer your question.
No, I know, because I've been here for 4 hours. Don't give me this. Where's the plane?
Flight 204, your plane is already on its way from the hangar.
No, but they told us that 4 hours ago. Is it actually coming? Lie after lie. Is it actually coming? Because I literally heard it was coming from the hangar 3 hours ago. I literally heard that.
Remember when you were afraid that McCarthy could become Speaker if we did something? Well, now we're going to make that dream come true.
Oh, Dave Sirota, don't look up.
Just weird, like, conflicts of interest. He happened to be married to a Democrat, and then there was one video I was watching when he was like, "Yeah, I know some Democrats," and I paused it, Nick. I paused it, Rome, and I was like, "What do you mean you know so many Democrats? You're fucking a Democrat."
I've literally been working in this fucking business to try to get the Democrats to do a fucking thing for a quarter century of my life. That's how old I am. Okay. So the idea that I'm not a person who doesn't want, I'm a person who's just trying to get an establishment. I'm trying to get a job with Nancy Pelosi. I'm trying to get a job with the Democratic establishment.
Well,
you're fucking a Democrat.
That is a complete fucking joke.
Well,
just as a human being.
As a human being, you're misframing this.
Good
Again, the question is a shit sandwich better than a
honest.
shit sandwich? Is that what you're saying? Is a shit sandwich better than a shit sandwich? This is not the argument. This is not the argument, David. You are framing the as a human being, you're framing the argument incorrectly. As a human being, you're framing the argument as a human being who needs Medicare for all. People who have just lost their health care. As a human being, you're framing this incorrectly. As a human being, you're framing it incorrectly. Just so you know, the story is that you're not willing to risk. And I'm asking you, are you willing to risk Nancy Pelosi's speakership to get this done? Are you?
Yeah, 100%, because another candidate can...
So there you have it. Jim Clyburn is going to help that McCarthy become Speaker. Cenk Uygur must be thrilled.
If you got a good plan, I swear to God, we're going to go guns blazing all together on it.
Guys like David Sirota are gutless. They don't have fucking balls. He's a liar, an obfuscator, a defender of the establishment.
You're fucking a Democrat.
That's the kind of people telling you to still vote Democrat.
Sirota is one of the most hardcore progressives. You need guys like that on your side.
That's who David Sirota is. The guy doesn't have integrity.
What an asshole, man.